this is Georgia with Georgia's Crafty Creations, and it's time for another European paper crafting design team video. Now we're going to be winging our cards today because I have limited supplies, so I can't make a sample and then come back and make an identical. So I have picked out supplies. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use, and then I'm going to go cut some things out and then come back and we'll put the cards together. So we're going to be using paper. And this paper is the Annabelle's Meadow paper pack, and it's really nice paper, nice florally spring paper. So we're going to be using that on all, we're going to be making 3 cards, so we're going to use that on all 3 of our cards. Now what we're going to use for the cards are pearlescent cards with envelopes from Anita's, and this one is like a pinkish cream color. So we're going to use the paper from the paper pack that has like some pink and leaves in it. And then we're going to use a 3D topper, and this is from Easy 3D from Holland. And we're going to use that with this card. Then on the second one, which is a yellow creamy color, and this cards are really shiny up close, we're going to use a piece of the green paper from the same paper pad. And for the topper of it, we're going to be using foil decoupage by Anita. And I think we're going to use the oval ones down here. So when I will show you how these come out. I have some cutting out to do on one set, but I'm going to go ahead and show you on this. These are really easy to use. I haven't opened this package up yet. But this will be for the creamy card with the green. But when you pull these out, they're pre-cut. There we go. And like I said, I think we're going to use the ovals, and they're all numbered like B1, B2, B4, B3, and B4. And all you do is you just pop them out. They're pre-cut. Just like that. And you would cut all the pieces out, or tear all the pieces out. And that's B2. I want to keep these in order. This is B1, this is B2, and it has a section in the center that's going to come out. Just be careful around the bunny's ears. It's really delicate. You don't want to rip your bunny's ears off. So there would be B2. I'm just going to set them on top of each other right in front of me. And then B3 is up here. And there's like several pieces. You can use as many of these as you want or as few as you want. Set those here. That's B. Just remember too what order you pull them out in so you know where they go. There's a lot of pieces to this one. But I'm going to set this aside. I'll finish punching those out off camera, so we won't take that much time to do it. And then for our last card, it's kind of a light green mint card, and we're going to use this kind of rainy paper, which is really pretty. And then we're going to be using, these are, I'm going to find the correct name for them, Hardy Crafts Lacquer Decoupage Sheet, and this is spring. Now these ones you do have to cut out, and that's why I don't really want to do that on camera. It'd take me a little while to do. But the ones we're going to use today, we're going to use the little sheep. And there's 3 pieces. So I'm going to cut those out. And then somewhere, I don't know where we're going to use them yet, but we're going to try these colored stickers. They're holographic, and they're like in long strips, but I really want to find a way to use these today. And then I just pulled an assortment of different stamps that we're going to use for sentiments in the cards, but I'll show you those as we do the cards. And then I also have some Nouveau glitter drops that we're going to use these somewhere on the cards. And then I also have some two-sided tape, and this is from or double-sided tape from Doris. So I'm going to get all the cutting done, and then I'll be back and we'll get our cards assembled. Okay, so I have everything cut to the size I want it. And what I did with the 6x6 pieces of paper, I cut it down, and this is 5.5 by 3 3/4, and that's going to be our mat. And then the extra piece I had from the 6x6, we saved this because we're going to use it on the inside somehow, just as a little accent. I don't know where yet. We'll figure that when we get to it. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this onto my card with double-sided tape. And again, the double-sided tape is from Doris. I figured we'd start with the one that's going to have the least to do on it. Actually, the one with the sheep wouldn't take too much either, so we'll probably do it next, and then we'll do the one with all the tiny pieces last. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my mat on my card. And I don't think this matters which way the paper goes. And I gave this a pretty big border just because I wanted one with this one. Sometimes I'd put another mat underneath. I'm going to pull that up a little bit because I didn't get it quite where I wanted to. There we go. And then before we put our bunnies on, what I decided with this one, usually you think of bunnies for Easter, but I kind of thought it'd be cute for a birthday card, a spring one, or a Mother's Day card. So we're going to make this actually a birthday card. So all I'm going to do is I have a happy birthday stamp that we're going to stamp right on top in the front. So I'm going to pull my bunnies off for a minute and grab my Misty so I can stamp it. I'm just trying to decide what color I want to stamp it in. And also if we want to heat emboss it. So I'm going to set my bunny again where I think I want her. And then put that there. And I'm going to go ahead and, I think we are going to do some heat embossing with it. So I think we'll do a clear embossing powder. And then a dark, I think we'll do Cranberry Bliss or Pink Passion. I think we're going to use Pink Passion ink for it. Just something really bright, and then we're going to emboss it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my embossing buddy so I don't have embossed everywhere on my page. And we'll go ahead and stamp this and see how the color is. And that is way, way too light. So we need to pick something dark. Let's go with a dark green. Yep, we're going to go with a Ponderosa Pine. And because it's in my Misty, I can stamp right over that and it will be fine. If I can get my ink pad open, we'll stamp it with Ponderosa Green. There we go. Because this will be nice and dark and the green will go with it. I have something on my stamp. There we go. So let's try that. That's much better. We'll get our embossing powder on there really quick. This will just give it a nice shine. There we go. I'm going to keep my embossing powder out because we may use it again. set my MISTI down. We'll go ahead and heat that up. There we go. It turned out really nice. It darkened it really, really nice. So let's go ahead. Let me set my embossing powder over for a minute. And we're going to get our bunnies. Now once again, the one that has the most coverage is going to be your base. So we're going to use that one first. And actually I'm going to put my base through my sticker maker. And then we're going to raise the other two pieces up. Quick and easy for the base. So I think I want her about right there. She's really, really cute. And then for our next layer, we're going to use some 3D foam squares. And we're just going to pick a few places and put squares on. If you're going to mail this, it's better to put more than less because it will keep your pieces in place. So we're going to go ahead and take those off. And then you're just going to line up and match up where they're at. And that looks good. And you could even stop right there if you don't want it real thick. But I really want the other piece on, so we're going to go ahead and put about 3 foam squares on this one. And again, these bunnies were from Easy 3D Spring Holland. And we're going to layer him right on top. And that is so cute. And then on the inside, I'm going to see how my stamp fits. Goes a little off. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half because it's a little wide for what I want. We're going to cut it to about 1.5 inches wide. And it's by 5.5 long. So let's see how that will look. If we put that strip there, the sentiment off to the side. Yep, that's what we'll do. So this piece, I think I'm just going to run through my sticker maker too, just because it's quick and easy. I like to save my foam squares and my double-sided tape for places where they really need to go. I want to put this pretty close to the fold over here. That looks good. And I'm just going to grab a stamp block for this. And we're going to grab our sentiment. I'm going to kind of figure out where I want. And what this sentiment says is collect moments, not things. Which would be so cute for a birthday or Mother's Day. But again, I'm doing this for a birthday, so that's what it's for. So again, we're going to use that same ink. I'm going to do my embossing buddy, because since we embossed the outside, I think we're going to go ahead and emboss the inside too. Okay. Then we're just going to stamp that right at the top. I'm going to give it a second for that heat, for the ink to really set into the paper. That looks nice. Grab some embossing powder. There we go, and our heat gun. And I think that looks really nice. And I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to go ahead and put another good crease in there. Close my ink, and we'll get on to the next card. I think we'll do the sheep next because I think the last one's going to take a little longer, and I might do a part 2 video. So there's the happy birthday with the little bunnies. So I'm going to set this aside, switch out my supplies, and then we'll be back to put the next one together. So I decided to go ahead and end this video with this card, and we'll do the other 2 cards in a part 2 video. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe below. I'll leave the links to the supplies I used, and you can go to 3dcardmaking.com or europeanpapercrafts.com and find the supplies. So have a great day, everybody. Happy crafting!